Welcome to the Wonder With Me podcast, where I, Dr. Tonia Winchester, invite you to get curious with me about all things mind-body healing, especially how we can unlock the incredible healing power of our unconscious minds, so that we can all get out of stress mode and go back into healing mode. We'll talk about how you can easily create healthy, sustainable self-care habits so that you can calm your mind, sleep deeply, wake rested, and enjoy happy, energized days. Ultimately, so that you can make a bigger difference in your well-being and that of your family and the world around you. These casual chats are for educational purposes only and don't constitute a therapeutic relationship. With all that said, let's get this episode underway. Come wonder with me. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Wonder With Me podcast. This is the place where we turn little life moments into big life lessons, and I am your hostess, Dr. and or Coach Tonia Winchester. This is episode number 57, the final episode of season 2, and it's titled, The Crucial Thing You Probably Know, but Need to Remember About This Moment. Yes, there's drama in that title. That's because this is a retrosode. A retrosode is when we go back in time and read out loud an old blog article from the blog days of Tonia's yesteryear. Why? Because I'm curious to see what I was curious about then and if those things are still relevant today and how they've shaped my current way of viewing things and if that's still helpful. And also just to stop and see how far we've come. I'm going to be reading this aloud in real time, and then there'll be some commentary at the end about where I'm at with it, and hopefully it will all be helpful for you. Let's get into it. Let's get wondering. This article was published, I think, in 2015, although there is a little note on this post that says this. This was originally written after the loss of a dear loved one who passed away in the fall of 2011. It was titled, Enjoy the Sunshine When You See It, and was posted on my previous blog. I couldn't not have it as part of this new collection. So, this thing that we're about to read out loud has already been recycled, so it must be a good one. Let's keep going. Here's the prologue again. I am reposting it in loving and dedicated memory of Kenny D. He was a man who touched the lives of hundreds, if not thousands. Those who did were certainly all better for having known him. I know his light will shine on and with us always. Oh yes, and this article that I'm about to read was actually read out loud. I don't know why I'm saying that in a weird tense. I read this out loud at Ken's service, which was attended by hundreds of people. It felt very similar actually to when I stood up and spoke at my dad's service. Good quality human beings both of those men were. Here's the article. Version 1, Enjoy the Sunshine When You See It. Version 2, The Crucial Thing You Probably Know But Need to Remember About This Moment. I often walk on the land where I live. I normally take the same route up to this bluff. I endure a good amount of huffing and a good amount of puffing to feel energized and alive. At the top of this bluff, I can see the ocean and the landscape behind it and connect to the earth, water, and sky. When I'm up there, I feel a sense of belonging and of being safe in the universe around me. I affectionately refer to it as Gratitude Rock. One particular morning, I found myself taking a new route to the top. Approaching it from a slightly different angle, I came to a place where I was looking directly into the rising sun. Current Tonia, note, heliotherapy. Continuing on. My normal route would have kept my back to this site and I would have missed it entirely. It was glorious. It felt warm. It was glowing and streaming its way through the forest to land on my lucky body as if I had been handpicked to star on nature's stage and it was my special spotlight. And then I did something that changed the direction of my whole morning. I looked directly at the sun and thought, "Good morning. You're beautiful. Absolutely stunning. But listen, I'm almost at the top of the bluff, so I can't stay to chat. I'll see you there, however. And I turned my back on this moment and kept huffing and kept puffing until I reached the top of the bluff. I stepped up to Gratitude Rock to find no glorious, stunning, lucky beams of light. The morning was still too early to connect with the sun at the place where I normally connected with it. I had turned my back on a precious and rare moment because I thought there would be more to enjoy just a few minutes up the path. Having just the day before lost a dear family member, I instantly started understanding again that life really is too short to wait to the top of the bluff to enjoy the sunshine. Life is too short to not be with those you love. Life is too short to not express your love. Life is too short to not do what you love. Life is far too quick to wait for something better to come along. It is merely a flash, a gift that is your choice to receive. You have no idea what you're going to find at the top of the bluff. You never know if you're going to have more of this moment. Enjoy the sunshine when you see it. Don't wait. You have no idea when you're going to get another chance. This moment really is all you have. Don't let it slip by. Don't take it for granted. Cherish every aspect of it, even if it hurts. That day on Gratitude Rock, I wept. I wept for lost loves and lives. I wept for missed moments and foregone opportunities. And then I sign off, simple, Dr. Tonia, and leave 2 postscripts of action time 1 and 2. So action time 1. I'd call a loved one right now and tell them how you feel. In fact, tell someone you don't love something you appreciate about them. It may open up a channel for a whole new stream of lucky, stunning beams of light. Action time 2. Let me know your insights. Share what you do to hone into the present moment. I'm going to be writing more about this in future posts. And then I say, touched by this story? Sign up for more insights into how you can get your jiving health and thriving life. So I was still attached to that weird little tagline. Okay, cool. Well, this stands. This moment is all we have. There is no future. There is no past. We just have now. Yet we forget that. We forget that because we're racing to plan ahead. We're racing to make sure that we have everything under control so that things go exactly as we want them to. We hold on to the past and it changes how we are now. We hold on to old unresolved negative emotions. We hold on to traumas. We hold on to limiting beliefs and values that may not even belong to us, that we just adopted because we didn't have, when we were young, the brain development to discern what we wanted or what we didn't want for ourselves. And so the anxious person is living in the future, the depressed person is living in the past, generally speaking, of course. And yet we forget that right here, there is so much magic. I have a lot of things I want to talk about after reading this. And one of the things I'm going to wait until next season. This is the last episode of season 2. I'm going to wait and talk about increasing our capacity for what's good in our lives in season 3. But there's elements of this here in this post about that idea that we, again, take for granted that there's going to be more and gooder and better in the future. And we don't know that. We can't ever possibly guarantee that. So we have to be able and willing to consider that now is the time to increase our ability to tolerate good and have higher capacity for what's good and fun and true and real in our lives. Okay, we're going to pin that conversation. Gosh, I just want to talk about it now, but I'm going to, with discipline, put that in the future. Because right now, the main thing that stood out to me is when I said, and this is big and bold and purple on the page, life is far too quick to wait for something better to come along. And I want to speak to this passivity that is implied in this sentence. It'll get better tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. Time will tell. Just give it time. These are all very passive approaches to life. When we're waiting for something or someone outside of us to make things good for us now. In my coaching practice with my mind body healing, we spend a lot of time talking and really trying to figure out how to embody this principle of being at cause versus at effect. At cause is when we're the determining factor in a series of events or a result. And being at effect is exactly that. We are at the effect of anything outside of ourselves. If there's something that you want, get it. And what I mean by that is work on the who. So the be, who do you have to be to have that thing, to get that thing? P.S. If you don't know how to do that, I can help. Be, work on the do. What do you have to do to get that thing? And yes, there may be things that you have to do over and over and over again before you can actually have the thing that you want or experience the thing that you want. But don't wait. Don't wait around for it to be offered to you. Don't wait around for it to be the result of something someone else did. Change, be different, do different, and get different, have different. It's so simple to say out loud. It's less simple to do in real life, but again, I can help. This is being at cause. This is making a choice to take a stand for yourself, to grow up, to change your position, to change your perspective, your attitude, change what direction you're going so that you can actually create what it is in your life that you want, whether it's vibrant health, whether it's deep and passionate relationships, whether it's a fulfilling and lucrative career. Versus being at effect and just waiting for it to come along or reacting to when something doesn't go your way and it drives you into change. I mean, people are wired that way sometimes, where they need something to provoke them into making a change. And there's nothing wrong with that per se. But what I'm encouraging you to consider here is, how can you be more proactive in your own life and your own well-being? How do you get to the cause side of the equation? It's an equation. Cause is always greater than effect. There's always some sort of cause that creates a result. So when I talk with my clients about getting at cause, it's really about increasing your capacity to choose. There's that word capacity again. Oof. Increasing your capacity to choose in any given moment who you want to be, how you want to behave. It is about having the choice to own when you have emotions, because you're a human being, you have emotions. And I think I've talked about this before. I've definitely talked about this in my books. He made me angry. No, that's not how emotions work. The person did something, you interpreted it in a certain way, and your body started feeling angry. That's on you. So even something as simple as choosing to be at cause of your own emotions is going to be a game changer. Don't wait for something better to come along. Don't be passive in your own life. Be proactive. Take a stand for yourself. Because, as I mentioned also in a big, bold purple note in this post, this moment is really all you have. There are no guarantees. We've all had tragic and sudden losses in our lives. We all are tuned in to the truth that we all face an endpoint in this lifetime. What can you do right here and right now to acknowledge that you are right here and right now, and that whatever you're doing right here and right now is going to contribute to what's going to be happening in the future for yourself? Going back to a previous episode in this season, having your current self do your future self all the solids. And how can you get at cause of your own experiences, whether that's your internal experience, your own emotions, getting at cause of your own thoughts. Hello, the book Thinking Kindly can help. Getting at cause of your habits, that's episode number 56. Getting at cause of the results that you're wanting to create, starting right here and right now, because A, tomorrow never comes. We don't know. We have no guarantees. And B, don't be passive in your life. Be proactive. What a treat it has been to share these insights, these curiosities, these wonderings every week with you for the last 24 weeks. I hope that these episodes are helpful, that they help you see things in a different way, that they allow you to just get curious about the places where you're stuck in your life and offer you some insights and suggestions about how to get out of those stuck places. That's really what this whole thing is about. Really how we can leverage the power of our thinking, our intending, our unconscious mind to go back into healing mode so that we can have vital energy, peace, joy, so that we can do good things in the world. Really, that's my bigger kind of idea and hope is that as we heal our own bodies, heal our own minds, that we can create a ripple effect of positive change for the people around us. Heading into the holiday season 2024, I wish you and yours all the best of the season, deep healing and positive change. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, getting curious about yourself, about your health, about your life. If you feel like you need any help with any of the topics that we've covered today, please reach out, ToniaWinchester.com. You'll see tons of ways that we can work together there. My 2 books are there, Breakthrough the Insomnia Cycle, Thinking Kindly also. There's an audio that you can download for free that is a hypnosis track to help you release negative emotions that you might be hanging on to. I also do this in a one-on-one way with my clients in a breakthrough, which is a 3-month coaching container, and also in the lift sessions and the shift sessions, all there on ToniaWinchester.com. I will catch you in the next episode. That's season 3 of the Wonder With Me podcast. And in the meantime, may you choose to make all of your dreams come true. Hey, thanks for wondering with me today. If you've got something good out of this, then please forward this episode along to the people who you know could benefit. Be sure to subscribe, and if you're really keen, you leaving us a rating and review helps us to help more people, so thank you in advance for that. If you're wanting more insights about how you can leverage the power of your unconscious mind to go back into healing mode, head on over to ToniaWinchester.com, where you'll find my book, Breakthrough the Insomnia Cycle, and other helpful ideas. Thanks again, and we'll connect on the next episode of the Wonder With Me podcast. In the meantime, may you choose to make all of your dreams come true.